Hey, this is Gabe, and this is Getting the Funk Out Part 3. So we're going to be changing some things up today and focusing a little bit more on our upstrokes to get things a little bit more funky. All right, get tuned up. Okay, so last lesson we started to do our down strums with our squeezes on our numbers and then also on our ands. So for example, if I'm doing a B minor 7, which was the first chord that I showed you, so we would do something like this. 1 E and 1 E and Okay, so we're emphasizing the downbeat and then the next down pick. So if you're counting your 16th notes, 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so everything that I'm squeezing on this side, squeezing the chord, is on the down strum of my picking side. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to start to emphasize one of those upstrokes. So if you're counting 1 E and the number and the and are down, so the E and the are going to be coming on the way up. So if we isolate just the E, what you would do is 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so here's that a little bit more up the tempo. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. Right, so when you start to throw this in combination with some of the other strum patterns that we've done before, you'll get some interesting patterns. So here's a really simple one. We're going to start with 1 E, 1 E, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so I'm doing 1 E and then 2 E and all scratched, 3 E all squeezed, and 4 E and so here's that whole thing. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so here's another one. So we're going to start out the same way. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and so I'm going to take out the squeeze on beat 3. So here's that whole thing again, really slow. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so here it is a little bit more up the tempo. Right, and here it is way up the tempo. Okay, so what you should start to try and do is move that E, where you're squeezing that E, around to different places so that you get some more interesting patterns, okay? And what you can also start to do is take that second chord that I showed you in the last lesson, so our E9, and you can do both of them. So here's the pattern that I just played for you. Okay, so try that out, and then I'm going to show you one new technique today that you can start to add in to your strumming pattern, which is something that I previewed a little bit in the last lesson, is that you're going to slide into the chord that you're going to be doing all your squeezes on. And so where that slide happens, it's right on the downbeat. So if I'm going to go, for example, like this, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay, so the slide counts as one of the rhythms that we're counting. So if we're going to say 1 E, it's 1 E. So I'm squeezing, strumming the chord on the downbeat on 1, sliding in on the E. Okay, so then the pick hand, you're going to go down, down, up, because this is 1 E and so 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and Okay, so if we did that pattern that I just showed you a little bit earlier with the slide, instead of just picking it, you'd have. Okay, here's a little more up the tempo. Okay, here's that with both of the chords, the B minor 7 going to your E9. All right, I hope you get the idea, and I will see you in the next lesson.